Hello and how are you? Hey friends, welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Shenandoah Briscoe, coming to you from right here in St. Charles, Missouri, home of the first state capital, that is, back in 1821 to 1826. Yes, sir, just a few years, but hey, we were first, and that's what counts. All right, anyway, hey, got a happy birthday shout out going out to nobody. Ain't nobody's birthday today. Ain't nobody got a birthday today. But that's okay, This is Sunday, September the 6th, 2020. Got some Shin Show likes, though. Martin Kelly and Whitney Doe. Peggy Walker and Tina Clee Schulte Ashbrook. Then I got a Facebook poke friend, my pokey pal, Amanda Sue Little. So, without further ado, we're going to jump into the weather on account of that's what's up next. The weather forecast for the St. Charles viewing area. It's brought to you today by Stall. That's right, Stall brand stuff. How about a blower? Straw brand blower and weed eater. It looks like a weed eater. Oh, and a hedge trimmer too. Okay, they just so happen to be on the sidelines of my thing here. Anyway, tonight's temperatures are going to be dropping down all the way down to 72 degrees. Now, partly cloudy skies with lows of 72. Winds are going to be southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. So they're going to be kicking up some winds, that's for sure, for sure. Now then, Monday, September the 7th, partly cloudy skies, a stray thunderstorm is possible. Highs around 89 degrees Fahrenheit with winds southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mainly clear skies overnight with lows near 70 degrees Fahrenheit and winds south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tuesday, weather forecast. Sunny, along with a few afternoon clouds. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. Highs around 91 degrees Fahrenheit with winds south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Few clouds later on in the night. Lows near 65 degrees Fahrenheit with winds east to northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Wednesday, September the 9th, partly cloudy or partly to mostly cloudy, that is. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. Highs around 84 degrees Fahrenheit with winds north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Partly to mostly cloudy skies, lows near 60 degrees Fahrenheit with winds north at 5 to 10 miles per hour overnight. And then Thursday, September the 10th, mainly cloudy skies with a slight chance of rain shower. Highs around 75 degrees Fahrenheit with winds north to northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Considerable cloudiness later on and overnight with lows around 61 degrees Fahrenheit and northeast winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Considerable cloudiness early on Friday, September 11th, and then some decreasing clouds later on in the day. Highs around 78 degrees Fahrenheit with winds east to northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. A few clouds from time to time overnight with lows around 63 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds are going to be light and variable. And that there concludes your 5-day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area. For those of you that are on the river alert and we'd like to see what the rivers are doing, look outside. It's not raining. Sun's a shining bright. Shining bright, shining bright. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. And when it's cold outside, I've got the month of May. I guess you'd say what can let me feel this way is my girl, my girl, my girl, talking about my girl. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, yeah. There was a song I was thinking about singing today. But I can't think what it was. But it was wonderful because it was a good song, good song, good song, right in my wheelhouse. Can't think of what it was though. I liked it. I liked it. I loved it. I want some more of it. Bacon and beans, bacon and beans, a bacon and beans, and some greens. Corn and berry pudding on the tree. Bacon and beans, don't you mean? How about a few Alabama songs? We're gonna do some Alabama song lyrics. Alabama lyrics. Here we go. Oh, there we go. I guess we can do that one. Drinking was forbidden in my Christian country home. I learned to play the flat top on them good old gospel songs. Then I heard about the bar rooms just across the Georgia line, where a boy could make a living playing guitar late at night. Had to learn about the ladies, too young to understand why the young girls fell in love with the boys in the band. When the boys turned to music, the girls just turned away to some other guitar picker in some other late night place. I held to be to my music. I let the ladies walk away. Took my songs and dreams to Nashville, and then I moved on out to LA, up to New York City, and across the USA. I lost so much of me, but there's enough of me to say. Well, my home's in Alabama. No matter where I lay my head, my home's in Alabama. Southern born and southern bred. What keeps me going? I don't really know. Can't be the money. Lord knows I'm always broke. Could it be the satisfaction of being understood when the people really love you and they show you when it's good? Oh, I'll speak my southern English just as natural as you please. I'm in the heart of Dixie, and Dixie's in the heart of me. And someday when I make it, when love finds a way, somewhere high on the Lookout Mountain, I'll just smile with pride and say that my home's in Alabama. No matter where I lay my head, my home's in Alabama. Southern born and southern bred. Southern born and southern bred. Southern born and southern bred. And my home's in Alabama. No matter where I lay my head, my home's in Alabama. Southern born and southern bred. Southern born and southern bred. Southern born and southern bred. There you go. Well, let's try this one. Let's try a drink of water. A little drinky water. Yuck. Somebody didn't wash my mug with something. Yuck. Yucky, a yucky, a yucky. Whisper to me softly, breathe words upon my skin. No one's near and listening, so please don't say goodbye. Just hold me close and love me. Press your lips to mine. Mmm, feels so right, feels so right. Lying here beside you, I hear the echoes of your sighs. Promise me you'll stay with me and keep me warm tonight. So hold me close and love me. Give my heart a smile. Mmm, feels so right, feels so right. Your body feels so gentle, and my passion's rising high. You're loving me so easy, your wish is my command. Just hold me close and love me. Tell me it won't end. Mmm, feels so right, feels so right. Oh, you feel so right, baby. All right, there you go. Hey, 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 it feels so right. I'll bet they probably do that a couple of times. Probably do some musical interlude and then they do it again or something like that. Oh, excuse me, didn't mean to bleep on you. It was that it was that that I dwanked. I know the next one I want to sing, but I'll do this one instead. The closer you get, the further I fall. I'll be over the edge now in no time at all. I'm falling faster and faster and faster with no time to stall. Closer you get, further I fall. The things you say to me, the look on your face, brings out the man in me. Do I see a trace in your eyes of love? The closer you get, oh baby, the further I fall. I'll be over the edge now, in no time at all. I'm falling faster and faster and faster, with no time to stall. Closer you get, the further I fall. Could I be dreaming? Is this really real? 'Cause there's something magic in the way that I feel in your arms tonight. The closer you get, oh yeah, the further I fall. I'll be over the edge now in no time at all. I'm falling faster and faster and faster with no time to stall. The closer you get, the further I fall. Keep falling. Oh yeah, keep falling. Falling. Oh yeah, yeah, I'm falling. Yes, 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 we're falling. Yes, we're falling. Closer you get. Oh yeah, the further I fall. I'll be over the edge now in no time at all. I'm falling faster and faster and faster with no time to stall. Mm, the closer you get, the further I fall. I said, closer you get, the further I fall. I'll be over the edge now in no time at all. I'm falling faster and faster and faster. No time to stop. Closer you get, oh, further I fall. All right, well, there you go. That was that. Well, that one says love and man, and I know there is a song out there that's got some words like that in it, and that's not the one. And I know what it is. Let's see. Song lyrics, but on the other hand, see, we're just gonna move on into some Randy Travis, okay? On one hand, I count the reasons I could stay with you and hold you close to me all night long. So many lovers' games I could play with you. And on that hand, I see no reason why it's wrong. But on the other hand, there's a golden band to remind me of someone who would not understand. On one hand, I could stay and be your loving man. But the reason I must go is on the other hand. In your arms, I feel the passion I thought had died. When I look into your eyes, I find myself. When I first kissed your lips, I felt so alive. I've got to hand it to you, girl. You're something else. But on the other hand, there's a golden band to remind me of someone who would not understand. On one hand, I could stay and be your loving man. But the reason I must go is on the other hand. Oh, are we going to stick with Randy Travis? Yeah, let's do it. Let's stick with Randy Travis for a minute or two. Song lyrics, digging up bones. Can't help it. I just can't help it. Last night I dug your picture out from under our old dresser drawer. I sitting on the table and I talked it till 4. I read some old love letters right up to the break of dawn. Yet tonight I've been sitting alone, digging up bones. Then I went through the jewelry and I found our wedding rings. I put mine on my finger and I gave yours fling. Across this lonely bedroom of our recent broken home. Yeah, tonight I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. I'm digging up bones. I'm digging up bones. Examining things that are better left alone. And I'm resurrecting memories of a love that's dead and gone. Yeah, tonight I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. And I went through that closet and I found some things in there. Like that pretty negligee that I bought you to wear. And I recently recalled how good you looked each time you had it on. Yeah, tonight I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. I'm digging up bones. I'm digging up bones. Exhuming things that are better left alone. I'm resurrecting memories of a love that's dead and gone. Yet tonight I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. Yet tonight I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. Yet tonight I'm sitting alone. All right. Yeah. Ba-do, 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 boop. Boop, boop, it do, do, do. Bop, bop, bop. Ba-da, boom. Ba-da-da-do, do. Oh, there's got to be another song that I ought to sing along, but I don't know what it is. Oh, oh yeah, oh yeah. Let's see if we can't do it. I ain't got all the music behind me, but that's okay. I can still throw her down. You might like it, you might not. How about Charlie Daniels, The Uneasy Rider? Song lyrics, Charlie Daniels, Uneasy Rider. Song lyrics, Charlie Daniels, Uneasy Rider. There you go. Well, I was taking a trip on out to L.A., tooling along in my Chevrolet, toking on the number and digging on the radio. Yeah, just as I crossed that Mississippi line, I heard that highway starting to whine, and I knew that that left rear tire was about to go. Well, the spare was flat, and I got uptight 'cause there wasn't a filling station in sight, so I limped her down the shoulder on the rim. And I went as far as I could, and when I stopped the car, I was right in front of this little bar called the Dewdrop Inn. And well, I stuffed all my hair up under my hat, and I told the bartender that I had a flat, and would he be kind enough to give me change for a one? And there was one thing I was sure proud to see, that there wasn't a soul in the place but for him and me, and well, well, shoot. All right, let's start it over. Well, I was taking a trip out to L.A., tooling along in my Chevrolet, toking on a number and digging on the radio. And just as I crossed that Mississippi line, I heard that highway starting to whine, and I knew that left rear flat was tire was about to go. Well, the spare was flat, and I got uptight 'cause there wasn't a filling station in sight, so I just limped her down the shoulder on the rim. Well, I went in as far as I could, and when I stopped the car, it was right in front of this little bar called the Dewdrop Inn. Well, I stuffed my hair up under my hat, and I told the bartender that I had a flat, and would he be kind enough to give me change for a one? Well, there was one thing I was sure proud to see. There wasn't a soul in the place except for him and me, and he just looked disgusted and pointed towards the telephone. Well, I called up the station down the road a ways, and he said they weren't very busy today, and he could have somebody there in just a few minutes or so. He said, now you just stay right where you're at, and I didn't bother to tell the darn fool I didn't have any place else to go, and I just ordered up a beer and sat down at the bar. When some big guy walked in and said, who owns this car with the peace signs, the mag wheels, and four on the floor? Well, he looked at me and I darn near died, and I decided that I'd just wait outside. So I laid $1 on the bar and headed for the door. Well, just when I thought I'd get out of there with my skin, these five big dudes come a strolling in, and with one old drunk chick and some feller with green teeth. And I was almost to the door when that biggest one, he said, tip your hat to this lady, son, and when I did, all that hair fell out from underneath. Now, the last thing I wanted was to get in a fight in Jackson, Mississippi on a Saturday night, especially when there was three of them and only one of me. Well, they started laughing, and I felt kind of sick, and I knew I'd better think of something pretty quick, so I just reached out and kicked old Green Teeth right in the knee. Well, he let out a yell that would curl your hair, and well, before he could move, I had grabbed me a chair, and I said, "Watch him, folks, he's a thoroughly dangerous man." Well, he might be dumb. I says, well, you may not know it, but he may be a spy. This man's a spy. He's an undercover agent for the FBI, and he's been sent down here to infiltrate the Ku Klux Klan. He was still bent over and holding on to his knee, but everybody else was looking and listening to me, and I later on thicker and heavier as I went. I said, would you believe it? This man has gone as far as tearing Wallace stickers off the bumpers of cars, and he even voted for George McGovern for president. Well, he said friends of them long-haired hippie type of pinko fags. I'll bet you he's even got a commie flag tacked up in the garage wall on side of his garage. Well, he's a snake in the grass, and I'll tell you guys, he may look dumb, but that's just a disguise. He's a mastermind in the way of espionage. Well, they all started looking real suspicious at him, and he jumped up and then said, "Now, just you wait a minute, Jim. You know he's lying. I've been living here all of my life. I'm a faithful follower of Brother John Birch, and I belong to the Antioch Baptist Church, and I ain't even got a garage. You can call home and ask my wife." Well, then he started saying something about the way I was dressed, but I sure didn't stick around to hear the rest. I was too busy moving and hoping I didn't run out of luck. Well, and when I hit the ground, I was really making tracks, and they were just now taking my car down off in the jacks, and so I threw that man a 20 and jumped in and fired that mother up. Well, Mario and Dreddy would have sure been proud of the way I was moving when I passed that crowd. Coming out of that door, headed towards me in a trot. And I guess I should have gone ahead and run, but somehow I just couldn't resist the fun of chasing them just to once around the parking lot. Well, yeah, they'd have I well, they'd head for their cars, but I hit the gas. I spun around and headed them off at the pass. And well, I was a slinging a gravel and putting a ton of dust in the air. Well, I had 'em all out there stepping and fetching like their hair was on fire and their butts was a catching. But I figured I ought to go ahead and split before the cops got there. When I hit that road, I was really wheeling. I had gravel flying and a rubber squealing. I didn't even slow down till I was almost to Arkansas. I think I'm going to reroute my trip. I wonder if anybody would think I flipped if I went to L.A. by Omaha. All right, my friends, it looks like it's story time for the kids. Bedtime stories for the kids. That's what we're gonna read. A bedtime story for the kids. Benefits you and me. Story by age, story by topic, story by poems or blogs. I think we'll go by age and make them youngins. Story by youngins. The Princess and the Frog, but we're not gonna do that, though. The Little Mermaid and Divas, Rapunzel, Rapunzel. We'll read Rapunzel, Rapunzel, Rapunzel. Let down your hair. This is a Rapunzel story. To read for kids in a land far away. Okay, here we go. In a land far away lived a poor farmer and his wife. One day they tried to pluck fruits from their neighbor's garden, but their neighbor was actually an old wicked witch. She screamed, "How dare you steal from my garden? I'll turn you both into rats." The couple trembled with fear, and finally the witch said, "Very well. I'll let you go, but you have to give me your firstborn child. Well, they were so scared that they immediately agreed and fled. A few years later, a beautiful baby girl was born to the farmer and his wife. Immediately, the old witch came and snatched the girl away from them. She named her Rapunzel and kept her locked up in a tall tower. She grew up to be a very beautiful girl, but most beautiful of all was her long golden hair. The only person she ever saw was the old witch. Every day the witch used to come to the foot of the tower and call out, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair." She then used to let her long planet, planet fall out of the window, and the witch used it to hold onto it and climb up. One day a prince who was passing by hid behind the trees and watched the witch and as soon as she left, too decided to try. "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair." He cried and climbed he cried, and climbed up into her room. She was stunned to see the prince. She had never before seen anybody so handsome. The prince, too, fell in love with her, and they began to secretly meet every day, every afternoon when the witch left. Oh, one day, however, by mistake, Rapunzel said to the witch, "May you are you are so much heavier than my prince." The witch realized what had been going on. She screamed and shouted in anger. She cut off her hair and sent her hair off deep into the forest. That day, when the prince came, he found the witch waiting for him at the top of the tower. She cursed and screamed some more before casting a spell on him that made the prince lose his sight. The prince, now blind and with a broken heart, wandered through the forest. Many days later Rapunzel found him wandering among the trees. She began to cry at the sorry sight of her prince, but as soon as her tears fell on him, his wounds healed and his eyesight returned. The first thing the prince saw was his beloved. They were overjoyed to find each other again. They went away to his kingdom and lived happily ever after, far away from the wicked witch. And there you have it. That was the story of Rapunzel. Okay, good night, kids. Now it seems like it's time for our portion of the program called Our Daily Bread. And our Daily Bread today is going to be brought to you by The Bible with Briscoe 2020. The Bible with Briscoe 2020 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Today's reading in the Bible with Briscoe 2020 is going to be Psalms 148 through 150 and 1 Corinthians 15:29 through 58. So don't forget to tune in to the Bible with Briscoe 2020. All right, let's see. Failed again will be our devotion in the Daily Bread. And Galatians 3 1 through 6 is the scripture that will be going with failed again. And here we go. You foolish Galatians. Oh, that's why it's called Galatians. You foolish Galatians, who has bewitched you? Before your very eyes, Jesus Christ was clearly portrayed as crucified. I would like to learn just one thing from you. Did you receive the Spirit by the works of the law or by believing what you heard? Are you so foolish after being by means of the Spirit? are now trying to finish by means of the flesh? Have you experienced so much in vain, if it really was in vain? So again, I ask, does God give you his Spirit and work miracles among you by the works of the law, or by your believing what you heard? So also Abraham believed God, and it was credited to him as righteousness. And that was Galatians 3:1 through 6, which, okay, I guess that would be failed again. Okay, that's it for today. That will conclude the Shen Show for the day. And so, therefore, I've got one more song for you, and that would be, oh, well, goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I said goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. Oh, I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So, goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. This here's Ben Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shen Show. And as always, God loves you and so do I. So come back and see me tomorrow because, well, hey, I'll be here and I hope that you are too.